All right, so now we're going to start with our fundamental analysis, and we're going to need the balance sheet, the cash flow statement, and the income statement. We need also to use this Yahoo query, this new, well, it's not really new, but this other package of Yahoo, because in Y Finance, it's at this moment the fundamental information doesn't work. So we're going to say stock equals to ticker, and we're going to download the balance sheet. Balance sheet equals to stock dot balance sheet, and we need to reset the index because we will have two headings. We only want one heading, so we'll say df balance sheet equals to balance sheet dot reset index, and we're going to turn it because now it's going to display it horizontally. We want to have it vertically, so we're going to say t balance sheet equals to df balance sheet dot transpose. Okay, our balance sheet is ready. Now we can copy and paste those three lines, and the only thing we have to change here is here we have to add Q, because now we're going to do the quarterly, and we're going to say balance sheet of the quarterly and df balance sheet of the quarterly and t balance sheet quarterly. So we also need to write here the Q and here. Okay, so now our balance sheet is finished. We're going to continue to our cash flow statement. So it will be cash flow equals to stock dot cash flow. And again, we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to say df cash flow equals to cash flow dot reset index. We're going to transpose it, so t cash flow equals to df cash flow dot transpose, and now we can again copy and paste those three lines, and here we're going to add Q, and here we're going to add Q, and here we're going to add Q, here, here, and here. All right, we're going to move on to the last one, which will be the income statement equals to stock dot income statement, and again we're going to do this reset index. So income statement equals to income statement dot reset index, and now we're going to transpose again. So t income statement equals to df income statement dot transpose. All right, so now we can copy and paste those three lines again, and we're going to use it for the quarterly information. Q, and we're going to add our Q's again. Q, 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 and Q. All right, so now we've finished with our fundamental information. I hope I didn't make a mistake. And now we're going to add it here to our fundamental information to display on our tabs. So in order to do this, we're going to use some subheaders. So st subheader, which will be, oh, I made a mistake here. Subheader. The first one will be the balance sheet, and it will be yearly. And we can copy and paste this 5 times. So this one will be balance sheet quarterly, cash flow, income statements, and okay. So this one will be quarterly, and this one will also be quarterly, and this one will also be quarterly. And here we're gonna have the cash flow statements, cash flow statements, and here we're gonna have the cash flow statements, and here we're going to have the income statements, and here we're also gonna have the income statements. Okay. So here we're gonna write ST data frame, and it's gonna be, I'll have to look, it's gonna be T balance sheet and T balance sheet Q. So T balance sheet, and the next one will be T balance sheet Q. And also here we can specify a height and a width. So we'll say width equals to 1800 and height equals to 800. And also here width equals to 1800 and height equals to 800. Our cash flow statement, it will be T cash flow and T cash flow Q. So we can copy and paste this here and here and here and here. Okay, so our next one will be T cash flow and T cash flow Q. I made a mistake here. Okay. And this one will be T income statements and T income statement Q. Okay. So now we can check if it works. I will save it and I will return to my application, and I will look if our fundamental information is added to our application. I'm going to refresh it, and again it's going to give an error, but it doesn't matter. Apple, and from 1st November, and we're going to go to fundamental information. Okay, balance sheet yearly, balance sheet quarterly, balance cash flow yearly, quarterly, income. Okay, everything works. Okay, so here we see all the information, so accounts receivable, accounts payable, and the current debt, inventory, and here we have quarterly, here we have cash flow information, so, and here we have the income statement, EBIT, basic EPS, and okay.